every single Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. It's a lot of fun. I'm just going to do a check-in. Hi, everybody. Hi, Ken. Hi, Ava. Hi, Linda. I don't know if Ava's here, but I'm saying hi anyways because I have to scroll all the way back. Ken and Linda, I see you guys. Okay. Nice to see you. I can't say that. Bogom Liminik. I cannot say it, but hello. Thank you for being here. Hi, Tracy. All right. I'm just going to do a little say hello kind of thing. Hi, Lily, White Meadow. Nice to see you again. Hummingbird. Hi, Sherry. I wasn't sure if you were going to make it. I thought you were traveling. Nice to see you. So I'm going to put your name in. This is the bowl. So Sherry, I'm putting your name in here. All the moderators are in here because everybody is. Once we see Ava, I'm going to put her name in because once we see everybody, you're going to go in, and I'll talk more about that. All right, now we know the microphone is working. Chat is working. So let's see how this night goes. So welcome again, everybody. So if you're new, this is Tarot Tuesday. I answer your questions, and it is by donation. Let me go ahead and pull up tonight's show because we had an issue with the chat the last two times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have Tarot Tuesday where I go obnoxious. I'm going to have this go live. Oops, that's from last week. That's why I'm going to have this go live on my laptop. And I'm talking, so I'm not paying attention. So let me go ahead and pull this up so that I can see the chat in real time. I'm talking, so I'm not. Stop. That way, pay attention. I can go ahead and actually see the chat. So if it locks up, we'll be able to see it now. So we can go ahead and go from there. So I don't know if how far it'll let me scroll back because it'll be the first time I'm actually doing this as a content creator. So let's go ahead and get into it. I had several questions come in tonight. And again, you can also submit them live. That's going to be through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and of course, SuperChat. Just know that SuperChat is more expensive because YouTube takes 40%. So it's going to be a $30 minimum. And then if you do PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, it is a $20 minimum. Okay, so what to tell you. My name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. Okay, Ava's here. Ava, your name is going in. Okay, I'll show you the bowl in a minute. If you saw the Cancer video, then you already saw the bowl. So, all right, let me start over. My name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. I feel and read into the energy of the cards. I am a Virgo. That's a little Virgo sign. It's the Hermit. It's got the little lantern there, and it just happens to be represented by a black cat. Apparently, in one of the videos, people got a little intrigued by why do I have a black cat in there? Well, it just happens to be what that particular emblem of the Hermit is. I do own a black cat in addition to other cats. I think they're really cool. I'm a new cat person and I love them. So that's something. Hi, Ava. Thank you. You're going to be first up. And then what else to tell you? Go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can learn a little bit more about me. You can also book a personal reading with me, a in-person consultation, sign up for the 5-week manifestation masterclass. That is going on September 2nd. So if you are interested, definitely go ahead and sign up for that. You can also sign up for the free newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page on there. And that'll let you know what I'm doing for upcoming events and any specials that are coming out. So you guys know I'm a Virgo. So I am going to have a special coming out on the 13th of September. So look for that. I don't do it very often, once every couple of years. So definitely look for that. What else to tell you? The Learning Center, I have an online tarot masterclass that's going to also be coming out the end of September. I've had to push the date back a little bit. And so I'm recording, that's why. So that is going to be coming out the end of September. I normally teach it live in March and October. So it's very timely that it will be up and ready for October. But everyone's in different time zones, different schedules. So I've been asked to upload that. So if you want to learn tarot in the style that I teach, then definitely sign up for that class when it becomes available. I also teach lessons in manifestation, tarot and raising your vibration. If that's something you need help with, go ahead and book your appointment. And I have Alison's picks, my affiliate links, Dr. Amir Karim Skincare, Omnilux Red Light Therapy, Rogers Hood Apothecary, and Skin Like Butter. Definitely check it out. And if you don't know, I am on YouTube. I kind of am on Rumble and TikTok, but not really. I'm not a big social media person. So I'm getting better at it. But look for me definitely on YouTube. When I get a new Rumble channel, I will definitely do a shout out on here, and I'll probably give away a free reading. For all of those people that sign up, I'll do a lottery and I'll give away a free reading. So when the day comes, which should be over this weekend, I'll announce it on Tarot Tuesday and Tarot Friday. I'll give everybody a couple of weeks to sign up, and then I'll choose somebody. So look for that. So I do the Zodiac readings. I do Tarot Tuesday, Tarot Friday, which is where you are today. I also do the occasional interview. More of those are actually going to be coming out. And we have a membership now on the YouTube channel, and this is really exciting. If you want to be part of this phenomenal community, then definitely consider joining. It's also a great way to support this channel. We have a wonderful community. If you're in the chat, you already know that. And the moderators are members also. And this is what's crazy. As a content creator, I cannot even give the moderators a membership for free. They have to buy it, because when I gift a membership, it's a lottery. It's random. YouTube decides who gets it. So there's that. Anyways, so I appreciate your love and support. That is one thing. But if you want to consider joining the channel, definitely choose your membership, what level you're comfortable at, and just know you're going to get a full monthly video. So the month of August, you get the whole month. The month of September, the whole month. And then I also do weekly videos that you get to vote on what topic we're going to cover. So I do a video every single week. I put a poll out, and then you just vote. And then I look at the tally, and then I go ahead and do the subject that the group has voted on. So it's a lot of fun. And I just happened to put out the poll to the entire channel, which is almost at 50,000 subscribers. So thank you for your love and support. I love that. This channel is really growing. But that was for the members only, so that's why you haven't gotten a video. But at least it gives you the opportunity to see what the members get to vote on. So apparently you can't go in and edit after it's been uploaded on YouTube for the polls. I think you can for the images and stuff like that, but not the poll. And that makes sense, because you don't want it to be where everyone votes for one thing and then you change what they voted for. So that totally makes sense. So definitely you get to vote in the weekly videos. And then if you're here and you're a member and you're watching and the moderators are members, so this applies to them, we're going to do a shout out sometime throughout the night. You sound off. We can see the emblem that's by your name, so we know you're a member. You are going to go in. I forgot to put it over here. You're going to go in this bowl. I'm going to write your name. Here's Linda. Here's Sherry. Here's Ava. And here's Ken. They're all in the bowl. I'm going to add the other members that sign off to this bowl. I'm just going to mix it up like this and randomly select someone, and you get a free question answered live tonight. So shout out and have a question ready. Type your question in the chat when we decide if you're the winner, when your name is in there. And then definitely I'm going to go ahead and answer it. So there's that. That's part of the membership right now. So if that's something you want to be part of, consider becoming a member. And it's that complimentary question. And don't forget to vote if you're a member in the poll, and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. That way you have the opportunity to do a shout out. All right, what else to tell you? If you could, do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying tonight's show, and leave a comment, and not just in the chat, leave a comment on the video so other people get to see it. People aren't quite doing that. I know, Ava, you're good at it. Sherry, so are you. Linda, Ken. So if you could, that would really be great. And then also, what else? At the end of tonight's show, I do a general reading for the collective. So everybody watching live in the replay or whenever this video happens to find you, it is meant for you. And again, I just want to say a special thank you to all my subscribers and viewers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your love and support. We are almost at 50K. I am so excited. I think we're at, 48.8, I think is what we're at. I mean, we're almost there. I'm so excited. So watch this channel grow. Be part of it. And then what else? So here we go. We have 2 guidelines for every live show, and they are 1 question per show. And that is because we want to give everybody the opportunity to submit a question, who wants to, right? If you end up asking more than 1 question, it becomes your personal reading, your personal show. So that's why it's 1 question per show. You can ask it over and over. And now the caveat is, if you're a member and you even ask a question and your name is drawn, you get a second question. That's the only exception to the rule. Then we have number 2, no bad language or topics. And that is because YouTube is a censorship platform. We all know that. I love YouTube, but they do have censorship, which I don't love. But because we're a part of their awesome platform, we have to abide by their rules. So if you have something that's off topic, then that's something for a personal reading. All right. So let's see what else to say before we get going. You can submit your questions before or during the show. They will be answered live. I've already told you where to find that. And all of that information is in the description below. And if you're in the chat, the moderators can help you. I have a disclaimer, and then we'll go into the first question. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist, and I do not give psychiatric, legal, financial, or medical advice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read Ava's question. Ava, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate it. Ava says, hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me today? Love the Cancer reading. Thank you. Oh, my God. Was that long or what? I didn't mean for it to be that long. Thank you for watching it. Okay. I don't know. It just came out that way. What can I say? All right, here we go. What does the universe want to tell Ava today? We have 7 of Swords. We have Ava. We have the lottery card, King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and all 4 aces. If you're new, this is the Hermit character in this deck. You have to remember, every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every single deck. For me, this is like winning the lottery. King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces. Wow. Then we get the last card is the Page of Swords. All right, let me show you the cards. 7 of Swords, King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces, and another sword card, the Page of Swords. Swords are thoughts, words, they're ideas. The first card out for you is the 7 of Swords. This is, in this deck, it is slightly different. This is the card of strategy. This is the card of, you can be a little sneaky. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying the universe wants to tell you that there is a sneaky energy around you. There's something that might be going on around you, behind your back, that you're not aware of yet. This could be with friends, family, strangers. This could be intellectual theft, because we're talking about thoughts, words, and ideas. And the thing with this card is that you see how they're also taken off with physical items. It could literally be theft, like breaking in of a car, a home, somebody coming over that's a guest and they steal something. I'm not saying that that's happening. I'm not a negative card reader, but that's the energy of this card. There's something going on behind your back. Traditionally, this is also the card of gossip. So somebody could be saying things behind your back. You're the last to know kind of energy. But it's definitely prevalent and it's going on. It's that kind of sneaky energy. Then we have, it's like I was going to say, it's like a teenager that does drugs, right? They're going to do something behind your back. Let's say you're taking care of like a nephew or a niece or something. You go take a shower and they get in your purse and they steal money to go buy drugs. It's that kind of energy. There's something sneaky going on behind your back. Then we have the opposite. We have the lottery card. King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces. This card is talking about you knowing your worth and value. This is you knowing what your resources are. So this is knowing resources, not just financial, knowing your friends, knowing your family, knowing where you stand in this life, knowing yourself, and being able to tap into that, and knowing your strengths and your weaknesses, right? You're knowing your resources. This is about you planning and preparing for the future. The King and Queen of Pentacles both do that. The King has an outward focus over the realm. This is you looking at your environment and your relationship to it. And this is about a lot of hard work that's gone into it for success. This Hermit is his friend. He's got his hand on it. That's Virgo energy right here. That is having those long, dark nights of the soul, going within deep and looking for those answers and bringing it out and shining your light with the world. This is you benefiting the world from all of your experience, your education, your knowledge, the school of hard knocks. It's all of it put together, and it's you literally shining that beautiful light, which is showing up right here. Then we have all four aces. So we have that Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So we're looking at that earth, air, fire, and water. It's everything. We're looking at that Ace of Swords, and that is you having some clarity in your life. And it might be clarity in an area that you're not used to having clarity in, or something that is new and recent. I don't feel that it's something that is a continually getting clarity on something over and over, or one particular issue. I do feel like it's something new. So this is you having a breakthrough in something. And I think it might be something that it's catching you off guard. And that's when that clarity comes in, that epiphany, that you're able to really see it for what it is. That is something coming through, and it's hard truth. It's revelations kind of truth. And then we have the next ace, that's going to be the Ace of Cups. And that is you being in the flow. And we know you're Cancer, and that is that beautiful Cancerian water energy. That is love. That's your emotions, your intuition, and your connection to source. I always do this because it's that mind, body, soul connection up to source. For me, that's the flow that's constantly going for all of us. That is something that's coming in strong. That's you doing your manifestation work and having that open channel going, where you're a magnet for that. You're a magnet for the positive, and you're increasing your power. It widens out. It's not something small. It is big and big and big. The more you work it like a muscle, the bigger it gets and the stronger it gets. That is something that's coming through. Then we have the Ace of Wands, which is literally out with the old, in with the new, a passionate new beginning. That's telling me that there's something that's on its way out of your life. A door is closing and another one is opening. And again, this card is like just kind of like poking at me, pulling on the side of my shirt, saying, hey, it might have something to do with this. So again, something that's going on around you, again, whether you're aware of it right now or not, because it depends on that type of timing. Again, passionate new beginning. Maybe you see something for what it is. You close that door and you're off in another direction. It might be something as quick as that. Then we have the final ace, the Ace of Pentacles. That is literally a golden opportunity that's presenting to you. That is something in the 3D, in the material world, that you will see it, you'll know it, you'll feel it. You have all four aces, so you'll be able to tap into that Ace of Cups, you being in the flow and a magnet for good things, and your intuition. You'll be able to trust your intuition and feel into this opportunity. Is it right for you? You'll also be able to use that Ace of Swords intellectually. Is this a right opportunity for you? You're feeling in for truth and authenticity. Does it stand the test? And that's when you know that that opportunity is right for you, because something is definitely coming in for you. And it's kind of a culmination in your life, because it's with the King of Pentacles and the Hermit. Then we have the last card for you, and that is the Page of Swords. And this is about you getting a lot of clues and answers to something that you're really pondering. Now, this could be something that you're pondering in conjunction with everything else that's going on in your life, or this could be the aftermath of what it is that you're going through with these two energies. And now you're sitting there and you're thinking about everything that just happened, and you're looking for those answers and clues. So for example, maybe you're thinking about, how did I miss a red flag? What is it that I didn't see? And now you're thinking about it because you want to learn that life lesson. You want to see those clues. You want to see patterns. You're looking for that because that's part of your knowledge and wisdom that you're taking with you through the new door as the other one is closing. Because if you don't see that, you have a high probability of repeating this life pattern. So that's something that's coming through. So that's what the universe wants to tell you today, Ava. Thank you. All right, I'm going to scroll. Yay, the chat's still working. Yay. Hi, everybody. Nice to see everybody here today. I'm just going to go right through. Tones and signs. Oh my God, I love it. I see 9/11 nonstop. Nonstop. Doesn't matter what it is. Nonstop. It's unbelievable. All right. So here we go. Now, the next question is going to be from Linda. And if you guys don't know, Linda is one of my longtime supporters. She is one of my first clients, and she has asked a question every single show on Tuesdays. And then when I incorporated Thursday, it was Tuesday, Thursday, and then Friday was Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. But I got rid of Thursday, so don't think that there's a Thursday anymore. That was during the day, and that was a lot of fun. But I'm busy. You guys know I have my own company outside this. That's why I teach the manifestation class. Whether you're looking for love or work or whatever it is, all of those manifestation skills transfer over into any area. I run a company outside of this. I'm pretty busy in addition to doing the psychic stuff, which I absolutely love. So 2 companies. All right. So what to tell you? This is for Linda. She wants a general energy pull. Thank you, Linda. What did she say? Hi, Alison. General energy pull. Thank you, Linda. P.S. Love your Lives and Pisces video. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate your love and support. Let me just go ahead and scroll up here. Okay. General energy pull. This one's for Linda. I'm going to switch decks. Okay. For the everyday witch. All right, here we go. What does the universe want to tell Linda today? We have the 4 of Swords. We have the Judgment card. And we have the Star card. Okay. 4 of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Star card. So this is really talking about you taking a time out for yourself, having that respite. This is you rest, relax, and recovering and recharging your batteries. The universe thinks you really need to recharge yourself, and especially your mind, because we're talking about swords, thoughts, words, and ideas. That's telling me that maybe you're over processing in your mind and you just need a break. Maybe you just need a break from your life in general. What I mean by that is just taking a vacation, just to get into a different environment, a different routine, which is basically out of your regular routine, just to mix it up and give you that fresh new insight into something, because I really feel that you would benefit from that. Then with the Judgment card, this is about you having some major revelations in your life. Look at that. I love this card. Yeah, you hear the music, basically. It's coming your way. This is you being called out of your old life into your new life. But this is when you're being asked to do that compassionate review of your life. So you're looking back. You're looking at, again, all the things that have gone on. You don't beat yourself up. You're looking at the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. When it's something that's bad or ugly, you do not beat yourself up. It's a compassionate review. You're just looking back to gain insight into what it is that you've been through so that you can take that knowledge with you moving forward. It's very important that we learn from our successes and our mistakes. And that's kind of what you're looking at. You're looking at the big picture. And that's going to allow you to strengthen your knowledge and your wisdom. It's a beautiful energy, and it's very enlightening. I think you're having a lot of revelations in your life when you're going and you're looking at things like that. The other card that's here for you is the Star card. This is the card that comes after the Tower in the major arcana. This is hope, faith, healing, and renewal. And this is something that's really coming in for you. I think by you taking the time and looking at your life in that kind of review, taking an assessment, but looking back, that's when you're going to get a lot of healing coming in. I think that you're going to be forgiving yourself on certain things. I think you're going to be grateful for what you have. A lot of beautiful things are coming in for you. Not that you're not already. I'm just saying it's that kind of healing. You're going to really feel the shift, and you're just going to be able to do a big release. And that's huge. So you're not carrying any baggage with you, emotional baggage, maybe even a declutter of the home. So you're getting rid of physical baggage. And that is something that just lightens your energy and allows you to just move forward with ease. That's what's coming in for you. Thank you, Linda, for your question. All right. And your longtime support, that's for sure. All right. So next question. Let me go ahead, and I'm just going to double check something really quick because all this is going on. I just want to make sure that we still have that going. Okay, I still have that going over there. Let's come over here. I'm going to have to log in really quick. And all right. Well, it just takes a little bit of time on PayPal. They changed their software format on me, so it's just one of those things. All right. I guess they did an upgrade. So completely different way of finding the information now. Okay. So here we go. This is from Shirley. Okay, so it says no. Okay, here we go. Hi, Alison. I would like to know if my nephew Ian, he is a Taurus, will receive his Social Security disability. Thank you, Shirley. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Okay. Will Ian receive his Social Security disability? All right, here we go. This is for Ian. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Fool and the 7 of Cups. I would say high probability, yes. 10 of Pentacles, the Fool, and we've got the 7 of Cups. This is really telling me 10 of Pentacles, that's you getting what it is that you want in your life. This would tell me that he would be getting this. It's a type of completion. This is the tree of life. And this is just telling me that he would get exactly what it is that he needs in his life right now. This is in the material world. So this to me is a big fat yes for finances. Taking a leap of faith with the Fool, having this new beginning, that tells me that he gets it and it's the beginning of his new life. I mean, look at this is very positive. It's taking that leap of faith. It's having faith that this is going to come in, that this is going to happen. To me, the energy is showing that it absolutely will. We have the 7 of Cups. This is telling me that there's a lot of choices, good and bad. So there's still a probability that it could go either way. But I think the way these cards are, this is telling me that, yes, he is going to get it. And he's going to be very happy. That's for sure. But there still are other choices because this has good and bad choices. So keep that manifestation going. Keep putting that positive vibration out there. I'm going to get it. I have it. Live in the end, right? That's that law of assumption. I'm living it. I have my check. Oh my God, I can pay my bills. I have this sense of relief. I can live my life now. However you want to, just feel it as if it's already happened and embrace it. I feel that he should absolutely get it. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty clear cut. Thank you for that. Okay, that's for Ian. All right, so let me come back over here. And all right, it's going to make me do the same thing for Venmo. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, almost there. Okay, so the next one is, and Tracy, if you're watching, I saw yours. I've already put yours in because you pre-submitted. So I have a list of people that pre-submitted, so I go back and forth. Okay, so this one is from Kevin in Tampa, and he writes, Hello, Alison. Love your Aries and Leo videos. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Kevin from Tampa. Okay, let's find out. So Tampa, Florida, if you guys don't know, north of me. All right. But I'm a Californian, but I live in Florida. That should tell you something. All right. Here we go. This is for Kevin in Tampa. What does the universe want to tell Kevin today? We have the Justice card. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Oh my God, I love it. We have the Justice card, the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Cups. Well, this is telling me that you're definitely getting something coming in. I actually feel like this is a lawsuit that's coming in for you is what's really resonating today. This is a legal matter that's coming in for you, and it's something that's going to materialize in a financial windfall. That pentacle is representing coins for you, flat out money, and it's something from a lawsuit. This is something that I think has been going on for quite some time. I think it's getting ready to come to an end. Yeah, this card is just saying legal matter, legal matter, legal matter. There is definitely something that's coming to a close for you. Whether it's, I was going to say personal injury or small claims court, whatever it is. It does feel like it's a larger matter, though. So that's why maybe it's going to be personal injury or something. But you definitely have a lawsuit that's coming in, and you will be coming out on top. That Ace of Pentacles is a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning. So you will definitely be getting some type of financial windfall, which is going to make you really happy. We have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Love, Prince Charming. This is telling me that this is something that I feel is just going to send you over the top. That this is going to put you in your happy place, and it's going to allow you to move forward in your life. I feel like in a way you're kind of stuck. You're waiting for this to resolve, and then once it does resolve, you're going to be able to move forward from a heart-centered space. And that's going to allow you to start attracting a lot of beautiful things in your life. I feel like your life is in limbo. I feel like you're really being held up right now with this. And until that happens, you're not able to move forward. And that's what the universe wants to tell you, is that it's coming to a close because you're about to get that. Again, divine timing, but it's definitely in the works and it's on its way to you. Wow. Thank you for your question, Kevin. All right. Kevin in Tampa. All right. The next one is from Marisol in Miami. Oh, Florida's here tonight. Okay, here we go. This is, hi, Alison. First time here. Welcome. Thank you. I loved your videos. I'm a cross watcher, Gemini and Sag. What does the universe want to tell me for the remainder of the year in love and finances? Thanks, Marisol from Miami. Okay, let's find out for you. All right. All right, what does the universe want to tell you for the remainder of the year in love and finances? All right, let's find out. This is for Marisol in Miami. Okay. Here we go. Hierophant. We have the Devil and the King of Pentacles. All right, so Hierophant, the Devil, and the King of Pentacles. So I think that... So what I'm getting with the Hierophant is that this is your faith, loyalty, and commitment to you. That you are determined to you're determined to have the best life that you can. And that is a beautiful energy that's coming through. I think you're very grounded, you're stable, you're secure, you're comfortable in your own skin. You know your inner beauty, by the way. And I think that you have a beautiful connection with Source. I can feel it in the cards. However, that being said, we've got the Hierophant. We're looking at love and finances. We've got the Devil energy. This is telling me that you are not involved in healthy relationships, that there are not healthy relationships around you right now. You can always shift that energy. You have a beautiful energy, but the people that are around you, the men that are around you right now for a relationship, or I should say, I shouldn't assume that, but they are toxic, they're unhealthy, they're not what they present to be, they're liars, they are very alluring, maybe they're very attractive, but they're not necessarily nice people. So it's not the whole package. So maybe it's just good looking, maybe it's just good sex, but then you find out that they're shallow, they're not very nice people, they're nasty, it's that kind of thing. They present one way when really they're another. And it's that Devil energy. And this tells me, though, that you have an addiction to those people, that you are attracted to them, they're in your life, and while you have a beautiful energy, you are attracted to that type of individual. And that is not a healthy connection because you will get taken advantage of, right? If you're looking for real love, you're not going to find it with someone that is not. So it's about getting that in alignment, getting yourself clear on that, and maybe finding a different dating pool somewhere else, because love is not in the picture for you right now. Yeah, I mean, it's not even close. It's just like a total disconnect. But for your finances, the finances are here for you. And the finances are telling me that, like, if it's a job, excuse me, I had something in my eye. If it's like a job, or a windfall or the lottery, anything like that. You're very good with finances, but with men or women, whatever you date, not so much. That's something that you want to look at. And so it's kind of like, you know, we're all a work in progress. And so it would be like you wanting to work on that aspect of self. Like, you know, like a lot of women, they like the bad boy. Well, what if a good guy seems really boring to you? Well, why don't you find someone that likes extreme sports or something like that, so that a good person is not going to be boring. They have some excitement. No offense to all the guys that are good out there. I'm just saying in this particular scenario, because you're really attracted to people that have a lot of bad habits. You're attracted to the bad guy, and that, you know, if you find one that really loves you, great. But I don't think you will. The energy is telling me that you're not gonna have any success in that whatsoever. So I would say look at that and try and come up with a way of making it where you can find someone that is like a compromise, right? They don't have to be really bad. They don't have to be really good. Or in between, and that's something that's complementary to you, someone that's going to have a heart. And that's something that I would try and do. Your finances, you're fine. You're very well taken care of. Yeah, whether it's career, investments, yeah, the money problem is not an issue, but the love, yes, that is something you might want to take a look at. All right, Marisol, thank you for your question. All right, so we have, this one's from Jules, and she writes, let me get a little bit of water first. She writes, hello, Alison. Love your lives. Am I reading you this week? Okay, my reading with you this week was spot on. Okay, guys, typos. Okay, am I reading with you this week is spot on. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I'm so thankful for the recording. That's right. You're welcome. And because if you guys don't know that, I let you guys record the sessions, whether it's the pre-recorded that you get or if it's live, you can record it live. And what does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you, Jules. Okay, let's find out. I just copy and paste what you guys write. I think I'm going to have to proofread so I don't butcher it when I'm trying to read it on the show. Okay, so here we go. Oh my God. My cats just knocked something over that was glass in the other room. All right, here we go. What does the universe want to tell Jules today? We have the 5 of Swords. We have the Temperance card and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. 5 of Swords, the Temperance card, and the 9 of Pentacles. So this is about really, it's this feeling of discord. So this is about some words that might be spoken, because swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. So this could be some hurtful words that were spoken, having an argument with somebody, maybe through text message, email, or literally verbally face-to-face or something like that. But it's one of those things where somebody might, excuse me, lose their cool and say something that they regret later, things that you can't take back. And part of the energy of this card is that it sticks to you. So you know how we all try and put up that protective shield. We don't want things to penetrate us. Well, with this card, that says that some things get in and they stick. And then you have to start doing that inner work to pull them out so that you can now learn that lesson and not take that with you, because these are very painful and they're very hurtful. So it's that kind of energy, you know, like the things that are said in the heat of the moment. And then you go, oh my God, I can't believe I said that out loud. Or, you know, I should have just walked away. Why did I say that? It's that kind of energy, but it's not even just that it came out of you. It's that it also comes at you, because it's a give and take. It's conversation like that, right? Because this is the sword of communication, and that sword cuts both ways. That's something that's definitely coming in. Then we have the Temperance card. This is being in balance. This is about you alchemizing anything that's a negative into a positive, because this is a negative. So you're working on it. The energy is there. This is you really, you know, you're finding that balance between these hard times in between the good times, I haven't even gotten to this card yet, but it's right on the table that way. It's allowing you to get that balance. It's that feeling of, this is not my first rodeo. And the older you get and the more life experience you get, the easier it is for you to be able to have that position of balance. And it's that angel temperance that's coming in that's giving you that balance. Because this card is the Nine of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. Virgo. This is having that lady of luxury, that being independent, being self-reliant, really enjoying your alone time. It doesn't mean that you don't enjoy time with other people too, but this is you really savoring that type of independence and freedom and being very comfortable and knowing that you've worked really hard to get there. So this is telling me between the rough times and the good times, you're having a lot of balance. And this tells me that these rough times and good times are still coming in for you. There's still some activity around you right now where you do have a lot of argumentation. So there could be a lot of strife and drama with individuals around you. Maybe it's in a relationship, maybe it's at work, maybe it's with family, could be strangers somewhere, neighbors, wherever it is, there's still something going on around you in your energy field. But you are trying to keep that balance and that harmony. It's like that position of neutrality, which is very difficult in situations like that. But I think you're rolling with it, and it's making you a stronger individual. It's like that energy, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you are embodying that right now. But you also are able to really enjoy your life, and that's really important, especially in this day and age. I feel that you've worked really hard to get there, and you are taking time for yourself. So that's what the universe wants to tell you today. Thank you for your question. All right. So we have, hold on. Stay logged in. Don't log me out. Okay. Let me refresh. All right. So for anybody watching that wants to ask a question, if you don't know what to ask, you can always say things like, what does the universe want to tell me today? Will I find love this year? Is my boss going to give me a raise? You know, or if you have a deceased loved one, that's another question that keeps coming up a lot. People are wanting to communicate with the other side. So here's one from Michelle, and she writes, what does the universe say for me today? Love your show, Alison. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and let me do that really quick. Okay, so this is for Michelle. I'm just going to see, I'm going to do a quick check-in on the chat, and I'm going to make sure that this is still working. Great. Okay, so no issues so far. I think. All right. All right, here we go. This is for Michelle. All right. What does the universe want to tell Michelle today? We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Cups. Beautiful energy. Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. The universe wants to tell you to self-actualize. The universe wants to tell you to step into your power. Really step into it with this bold, courageous enthusiasm and use your charm and your charisma to start making things happen for yourself. This is a beautiful energy that's coming through. This is allowing you to really follow your heart, your joy, and do what it is that you love, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in work or business or a hobby, it doesn't matter. It's you following your inner joy, and that will lead you to great abundance and success. Because we have the King of Pentacles here. This is you having your cake and eating it too. When if your inner joy is a hobby and it turns into a business, so now you're getting paid to do something that is really your true love, so it doesn't feel like work. It's that kind of energy. It's having your cake and eating it too. When if you're able to have this beautiful romance, and it's the relationship of your dreams. It's coming through. It's having your cake and eating it too, knowing your worth and value, and knowing the worth and value of your resources and what you bring to the table. It's a beautiful energy. And then we have this Six of Cups. This is about you being open to receive love. And it's a two-way street. It's being open to receive love and give love. It's keeping your heart open where it is that beautiful, unconditional type of a love. Because this card is of childhood and also nostalgia. So think back to that time of childhood before any damage has been done in the adult world, right? This is before any serious pain or, anything that has come in, right? So before bitterness or cynicism has touched your heart. You're coming into this beautiful experience. Be open to receive that and to give it, because I think love is coming in. Love is tied to this, whether it's love in a career or a hobby or an individual for romance. And what I like about that is that means the person, if it's someone you're going to meet, it's someone that has also done the work and they've come to that realization in life that it does not pay to be bitter or cynical. They're not going to have it. And if you're not going to have it either, that means you've got this two meeting of the hearts. And what a beautiful thing, especially in the second half of your life. You get to meet someone that's like, yeah, you know what? Bitter and cynical people, they can go sit in a room by themselves. This is you really getting out and meeting someone. And this is the beauty of life. You see the flowers? It's flourishing. It's life. It's love. It's the celebration of life itself. You're meeting someone that has worked through any inner issues or problems or, obstacles in this life, and they're coming out on the other side on top. And that's something that's definitely coming through for you. I hope that makes sense, but this is you self-actualizing. It's a beautiful, and this is, by the way, this is also a very flirtatious energy. So that's why I do emphasize the love with these two cards. It's a beautiful energy. All right. Thank you for your question. That's what the universe wants to tell you today. All right. Now we have, this is from where are we at? Okay, on time. Okay, so this is from Jenny from California. So I'm going to say final call a little early tonight. I usually try and do it halfway through the show, but because we're doing things a little differently now, because we're going to do the members' questions too, I'm going to do final call now. So if anybody's watching and you have a question you want to ask, this is an excellent time for you to submit it through a super chat, which is $30 minimum, or for you to do it through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, which is a $20 minimum. The price difference is because YouTube takes 40%. So that's just how it is. You pay that convenience fee across the board because they get the money, I don't. So that's kind of how it works. So if you don't know what to ask, you can do like what everybody else is asking. If you don't have a particular question, it can be, what does the universe want to tell me today? Will I find love? Whatever it is that you want. And then again, a lot of people have been asking about deceased loved ones. Do they have a message from beyond? So that is something, or your pet, right? So it's a lot of fun. In fact, I'm just reading this next question. So here's an example if you're wondering. Again, final call on questions now, because we're going to end up doing the membership too. So here we go. Hi, Alison. Thank you for your personal reading. It was a birthday present to myself. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. It was a pleasure to read for you. Love your live shows and Virgo videos because we're in Virgo season. I'm making a lot of changes in my life and I want to know if my deceased parents approve. Thank you, Jenny from California. Okay, let's find out. All right, Jenny. All right, so do your parents approve of your changes? All right, this is for Jenny from California. Do your deceased parents approve of your changes? We have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Cups. They do. They think that you're making great decisions for yourself. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Cups. They want you to be independent and self-reliant, and they want the best for you in your life. This is the Nine of Pentacles right before the 10. The 10 is your idealized life. The 10 is represented by the Tree of Life with 10 Pentacles. That is the card of friends, family, pets, housing, everything in the material world that you would ever want as your dream, what you strive for. But this is the card right before that. This is you enjoying your independence, your self-reliance, all the hard work, effort, and energy that you've put into things. You're actually able to enjoy the finer things in life because you've worked so hard to get there. Your parents see this as very healing for you. This is the Three of Swords. These are swords in a heart. So traditionally, it's the red heart with the three swords coming out. They see this as the changes that you've made, that you are healing yourself. So these are life lessons that you've learned, and you are now healing yourself. You're pulling a sword out, and you're able to heal that wound and then move on to the next sword and the next sword. And that is a huge growing opportunity, and they are absolutely approving that. This is you growing up, becoming stronger, self-reliant, really coming into your own, and it's beautiful energy. It is something to celebrate. We have the Three of Cups. This is you celebrating with friends, family, strangers. It doesn't matter, your tribe. This is you celebrating life itself. That's how they see it. These changes are about you celebrating life, celebrating yourself, the changes that you're making, how you're stepping into making smart, educated decisions for yourself that are in the direction that's meant for you. But at the end of the day, this is you celebrating life, right? Being happy with the decisions that you're making and the way your life is going. They are absolutely happy for you. They are celebrating here with you in the other world. They're celebrating with you with the moon energy. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh my God, what a gorgeous card. So yes, they absolutely approve of everything that you're doing. It's coming out right. All right, thank you for your question. Again, it is final call, and guess what time it is? I am going to be able to gift some memberships. So if you are watching in the chat, I think it's only for people in the chat or just watching live. I don't know how it works, whatever. That's YouTube, but I'm going to be able to gift memberships tonight. Let me come over here and give it a shot. So I'm not exactly sure how it works. I don't know. It's the technology stuff. So let me come over here and find it. Okay, so this is so weird to do it live. I can't look at myself on there. It's too much movement. Okay, so I'm going to buy memberships because I don't have any free ones. So I'm going to buy it. So I'm going to get 5. Let me see if it lets me do it tonight. Okay. Here we go. All right, I think it's going to do it tonight, Ken, Ava, Linda, and Sherry. I think it's doing it. Okay, I was actually able to do it finally. All right. Linda, did you just get another membership? What was that? That's too funny. Okay, so let's see who got the memberships tonight. All right, we have Michael got a membership. Sunny Days got a membership. Mr. Reborn got a membership. Linda, did you get another membership? No, okay. Secret Charla got a membership. And Artist Vanessa got a membership. I think that's it. Very cool. All right, very cool. It actually worked. Yay. Okay. Yay. We have 5 new members. So now go and check out all the videos. You can go back and watch any of them. You know, my philosophy on this is that's why I don't put the dates on the videos anymore, because I just don't believe in that. I think whenever it's meant to find you, that's when you benefit from the knowledge, and that's when it's meant to find you in this world. So I don't put dates on it. The only thing I do that's close to that is I'll say this is for August. That way people kind of get a big spread. But really, those weeklies, they're good at any time. So definitely go back and watch everything, get the benefit from it, and vote. Go ahead and vote in the poll. The new one is not out yet, I'm going to post it either tonight or tomorrow, but definitely vote in the polls and hit the notification bell, guys. So when I go live, you'll know, and you can sign off in the chat, and you have the potential of being one of the people that can get a free question read live. So keep that in mind. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go back over here now. Yay, I know. I hope it's great. I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoy your membership. All right. So I'm going to go on to the next question. And this is from Tracy. And Tracy says, hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me this evening? Tracy. Okay, Tracy. Thank you for your question again. Nice to see you again. Okay. What does the universe want to tell Tracy this evening? Okay. And you guys know, anybody watching, you can gift memberships too. It's pretty cool. Ken used to gift them all the time because he's phenomenal. And so anyway, so I had to learn from him. So you can definitely go and gift them. So don't feel like, you know, I'm the only one that can do it or whatever. It's kind of like paying it forward. All right. Here we go. What does the universe want to tell Tracy this evening? We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the World card and the Devil. Okay, we've got the Six of Pentacles, the World card, and the Devil. So the universe wants you to know to be open to receive. This is about you being open to receive a lot of good things that are coming in for you. It can be financial because this is the suit of coins, but it's really going to be anything in the material world. Be open to receive information, relationships, connections, because that could be platonic relationships, romantic relationships. That could be getting a pet. That can be your health. That can be finances, like I said. That can be education and embracing a new hobby. There's so many different things that this can be. It's for you to be open to receive that. Maybe it's a phone call that says, hey, I'm going to a meetup group tonight. Do you want to go? You do, and it changes your life. You discover a new hobby or fun people to be around. It's that kind of energy because we have the World card. This is the last card in the major arcana. When a door behind you closes, a new one opens. This is that transitionary card. This is allowing you to say, hats off. It's a beautiful life. And I'm putting that chapter behind me. And now I'm stepping through this door for a new one. Because with the World card, it's the 21 in the major arcana. And you circle back to the Fool, the 0. And you start this Fool's journey. I prefer Hero's journey, but hey, that's what it is. It's the Fool's journey in this life. And it's allowing you to have this new chapter coming in. With you being open to receive and a new chapter coming in, this could be a new chapter in love. This could be, again, anything in the 3D. So we're looking at connections, whether it's going to be friendship, romantic, getting a pet, having a child, right? Anything like that, and all of the above. So be open to receive that because a new chapter, a new day is dawning kind of energy. And then we have the Devil that showed up. So the Devil is also Capricorn energy. The Devil is not always bad. This Devil energy tonight, right here in this, the way the cards are set up, this is telling me that this is your internal drive. This is your get up and go. This is why the goat of Capricorn is going up that mountain. This is you, I feel, really taking that stride and just going for it. So whatever it is where that door closes and a new one opens, you have that internal drive and you're really going for something new, something that is coming in for you. Again, I don't really feel like there's unhealthy attachments. I don't feel that the universe is telling you that about that tonight. I feel that it's more about an internal drive on what it is that you can make happen, what it is that, I just feel like it's that, I'm just going to keep saying it over and over, it's internal drive. It's something that is you digging deep into something, and that is motivating you to get something going in your life. And whatever it is, it's a new chapter in your life. So that's what the universe wants to tell you today, Tracy. Thank you for your question. All right, so we have, all right, the next one is from Cindy. And she writes, hi, Alison. What does my cat Max think of me? Thank you for sharing your gift, Cindy. Love your show. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. All right. Your cat Max. I love it. All right. All right, here we go. What does my cat Max think of me? All right, this is for Cindy. And you know what's funny? There's actually cats in this deck. I love it. Okay, here we go. Just meant to be. Here we go. What does your cat Max think of you? This is for Cindy. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Star card. Oh my God, I love it. And the 6 of Cups. Oh my God. Oh my God. 10 of Pentacles, the Star card, and the 6 of Cups. You are the world. You are everything to this cat. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Everybody wants the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. You have the 10 of Pentacles. This is everything in the 3D world that you strive for, that you achieve, that you want, your goal, all of it. This is the cat. This is the life that you want. And this cat has his idealized life. This cat thinks his life is perfect with you. He could not ask for a better life. That's what's coming through. You are family, you are friend, you are best. You know, I mean, it's just like everything is coming in. You're the automatic treat dispenser. I mean, you're like everything that's coming in. The cat is in heaven. And then we have the Star card. This card represents hope, faith, healing, and renewal. This cat is absolutely in love with you and thinks of you as being the star. This cat is in love. Every day is a beautiful day in this cat's life. He's invigorated by you. I think that he is just treated like a god, and he treats you the same way, right? It's just a beautiful exchange of energy that comes in between the two of you. It's based on love and intuition, and it's one of those things where it's almost like you guys have telepathy with each other because you're so deeply connected and you're so in tune with each other that it is such a perfect fit. And then we have the 6 of Cups. This is that perfect feeling of love. This is that I was saying before. This is that unconditional love. And that is what's coming in. This is how your cat sees you, feels about you, and that it's a back and forth. It's an exchange of unconditional love. And that is so beautiful. You are everything to this cat. And I think the cat is everything to you. I think it's your child. And it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. And that's what's coming through in the cards. It's a powerful, powerful bond and energy that you guys have. Wow, that's what your cat Max thinks of you. How beautiful. Oh my God. Thank you for your question. All right, the next one is going to be from Guillermo. Again, final call. If anybody has a question, definitely go ahead and submit it. I'm going to check again. All right. Allison, love your show. I'm a Taurus. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Guillermo from Houston. Okay, Guillermo, let's find out. What does the universe want to tell you today? I am actually going to switch decks. I'm going to come over here for the Golden Art Nouveau. All right. All right, what does the universe want to tell Guillermo today? We have the Empress. We have the 8 of Wands and the Hanged Man. Okay, Empress, 8 of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So the universe wants to tell you to get ready. We've got some important information coming in because these two cards are definitely connected together. This is telling me that you're getting ready to give birth to something very like a creative venture. By creative venture, it could be work, it could be family. There's something that's coming in, something that you spend a lot of time doing, because I really feel that it's like one of those things where, you know, if you live and breathe your work, that's what's coming through. If you live and breathe your family, it's coming through. This is you following your inner beauty. I know that you're a man, but I'm just saying this is your inner beauty, your inner joy, and this is you following your love of what it is that you're about to give birth to. If your focus is your work, if it's your family, maybe it's both, or maybe it's even connected, this is what's coming through for you, and this is bringing you abundance and prosperity. So there's something that you are seriously focused on is what the universe wants to tell you. And then we have the 8 of Wands. gifts and blessings from the universe all coming in at one target. And that target is the Empress. So again, you have a lot coming in for this type of success, this inner beauty, following your passion. Whatever it is that you're working on, you're going to have tremendous success. That is definitely a vibration that is coming off of this card, but it's giving birth to something in a creative way. So again, maybe it's a family business, so it's like the best of both worlds. You work together and you play together kind of energy. So that is something that's coming in, but these wands carry important messages. Gifts, blessings, and omens, that's coming in. When if you wanted a child, gifts, blessings, and omens coming in. So it's that kind of energy. Then we have the Hanged Man. This is you taking a time out, stepping back, gaining a different perspective on things that are going on around you. I think, I'm just the energy of the cards, I think things are happening so quickly for you. This is a slower moving energy, but this is very fast. So I think the movements are happening so fast that you're being asked to pull back a little bit, to gain a different perspective, to see things so that you can relish it, see it for what it is, and be able to absorb it. I think it is happening that fast. It's like, let's say you were going to open up a restaurant and you're like, you know what, I'm going to open up in December, right? You've already been working on it, but you're going to open in December, and all of a sudden you're opening up at the beginning of October. Well, that's a dramatic change, and you need to have a lot of things line up before that. It's that kind of energy. Things are really happening fast for you, and you're being asked to take a time out to take it in and see and reevaluate even what is going on, and that's going to allow you to come out with a deeper sense of what is really happening and a deeper appreciation of what is happening in your life. This is huge. Huge, 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 whatever it is you're giving birth to. Again, I feel like it's either business or family. All right, Guillermo, that's what the universe wants to tell you today. All right, so let me go ahead and come on over here. And let me just double check really quick before I get timed out. I might have already been timed out. Let me just check really quick. Where is it? Yeah, timed out. All right. Here we go. Almost there. All right. Okay, not sure what happened with Stripe. Let's see what happens there. Okay, so we have, let's see. So Sandra, I'm going to see if Sandra is in the chat. Let me just scroll really quick. All right. All right, Sandra, so I am looking to see if your question is here in the chat. I don't see it. If you want to go ahead and post it. And otherwise, you can email it to the email from my website, which is info@ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Because I don't see a question linked on here, and I think that that's been an issue with Stripe. Let me see. Let's see. Yep, that's been an issue with Stripe. So if you know, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that. Otherwise, if I don't hear back from you, I will do what does the universe want to tell me question. No, no computer lockup. No. Don't even say it. Okay, so that's going to be for Sandra. So let's go ahead and wait for Sandra to post a question. And I'm going to go on to the next one while we're waiting for Sandra, okay? All right, so here we go. This is going to be, oops, hold on there. Okay, so actually, you know what we can do? Where are we at on time? All right, so I'm going to answer one more question, and then we'll do a member shout out, or do the member shout out now, and then I can go and backtrack. So if anybody is a member and you're watching and you want me to answer a question for you that's complimentary, go ahead and do a shout out. We can see the emblem, and that includes the 5 new members from tonight. If you would like a question answered, go ahead and do the shout out, and we'll take a tally. I'm going to put your name in this dish, and then I'm going to pull somebody's name out and answer a question. But in the meantime, I'm going to answer this question first while everybody is chiming in. So members shout out. Here we go. So this one is going to be for Shereice. Okay, I didn't see the name. This is for Shereice from Connecticut. Hi, Alison. Will I find love this year? Love you and thank you, Shereice from Connecticut. Love your live shows and your Scorpio videos. Thank you, Shereice. I appreciate that. Sending you lots of love, too. I appreciate it. You guys, flattery gets you everywhere. Thank you so much. I haven't been saying that tonight. I forgot. I've been so busy. I should not be too busy to do that. Thank you so much. Okay, so will I find love this year? Let's find out. This is for Shereice in Connecticut. The Hermit, the Star. Look at these cards. And the Ace of Swords. Oh my God, Shereice. The Hermit, the Star card. Oh my God, I forgot. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. So I'm not going to butcher this deck. I cannot put a magic marker on this deck. I just cannot bring myself to do it. But because of the censorship on YouTube, I'm putting my fingers over this. Okay, so we have the Hermit. We have the Hermit, the Star, and the Ace of Swords. So will you find love this year? This is you going within to see what it is that you actually want in a relationship. Looking at past relationships, looking at if you're in a current relationship. Maybe you're dating, maybe you're on your way out of it because you said you are looking for love this year. But this is you really going within and finding out, what are you looking for in a relationship? What kind of relationship do you want? What do you bring to the table? What does somebody else bring to the table? It's that kind of energy. You're really going within for answers. And one thing I want to show you, I have to put my finger over this card. You see that star? Well, here's star there, and then the little ones around it. A lot of enlightenment is coming in for you. This is telling me, because the star card is hope, faith, healing, and renewal. And it's a renewal of self. I feel that you're going within to gain your enlightenment, and then you're bringing it out as a way of healing yourself. I think you're discovering what it is that you want in a relationship and what you don't want. And that healing is coming in by you figuring out what you don't want. And I mean, that's easy to find out what you don't want, but there's something about this where you've actually learned the life lesson, and that's allowing you to break away maybe from a pattern or something that is being repeated that's not working out in a relationship, whether it's correcting a behavior that you have or an outlook or a vibration, or correcting the type of people that you're dating. Whatever it is, it's coming in and it's allowing you to have a lot of hope, faith, healing, and renewal in yourself and in love. So I like that for you because, again, you're not letting any bitterness or cynicism crush you. You're learning those life lessons, and that's a very mature attitude, because we can go through that. You can feel crushed and have those, that time period of grieving, but then you pick yourself up and you move forward. You don't let it crush you and ruin your life. And that's what I feel is really coming here for you. I feel like you just kind of went, what just happened? Why is this happening? And you went within and you decided, you know what? This is what I'm making this change, and this is who I am and what I'm doing moving forward. And that is you reaching for the stars. And this, I have to cover that up. You're literally reaching up here. You want to tap into this type of universal consciousness. And you're also tapping into what is love. I feel that with that star card, you are reaching up into the cosmos. You're reaching up into source and saying, I am love, and I want love, and I want that beautiful, intense connection of having a soulmate. And I think that that is something that is definitely coming in for you. It's an epiphany for you. We have this Ace of Swords. This is the Ace of Truth. This is the Ace of Clarity. This is a huge epiphany for you, and that is a beautiful thing because now you have clarity on what it is you want, what direction you're going to go in, and you're not going to settle, because I do feel like you want a soulmate. You're not settling for someone that is not making like that. Like, let's say you have 10 must-haves. You're not settling for someone that's at like 4, 5, or 6. You're going for that 8, 9, and maybe 10. You know that they're out there and you're willing to do the work to find them. And that's something that's really coming through. I think that you've also discovered your worth and value with that epiphany moment. I think that that is allowing you to see that there's more out there and that you're going to keep going. And that's a beautiful energy. That is something that's coming in. And that is a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning, a new outlook towards your clarity and love. And that's what the universe wants to tell you. Oh my God, Shereice from Connecticut. I love it. How beautiful. And we're in Virgo season. I mean, for that Hermit to come up like that too. This is just like that you're pulling in that energy to really have that reflection and to look for a healthy relationship, because that's one of the things Virgo does, is it's about health. All right, thank you for your question. All right, again, final call. And we're doing the member shout out. Okay, so, and Sandra, did Sandra post her question? I'm just going to double check really quick. You are Sandra, okay. Yes, that's for you. Hummingbird Life, that is absolutely for you. Go ahead and tell me what your question is that you want me to answer. Absolutely. Okay, so Tracy, let me go ahead and put everybody's names in here. And Sharon, is Sharon watching? Sharon as a member? Okay, so give me a minute, guys, and I'm just going to write this down really quick. Okay, so that's Tracy. All right, Tracy, and then thank you, Daisy. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Okay. Secret Charla, you're here. Okay. See, your emblem hasn't shown up. How interesting. Okay, it hasn't shown up yet. Maybe there's like a 24-hour thing. Okay, so let me put that. Secret Charla. Okay. And I wonder if that's why it's making you green. Okay. Tracy. There we go. Secret Charla, I have you in there right here. Jody, I see you. Thank you. All right. There's Jody. Okay. And Ava, you're in there. All moderators, I just want you guys to know you're in there. Okay. I'm just going to do a quick look through really quick, and then I'm going to go back and answer that question. Hold on one second. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, so there's no one else here. Sharon, are you out there? I just have to ask. Okay. So I'm going to pull out of here in just a second. I'm going to answer Sandra's question before it gets buried in the chat. Okay. Where is it? All right. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I'm almost there. Okay. Oh my God, I don't know where it is. Hold on. I had it and now I don't know where it went. Okay. Your question is, what does God think of you? Okay. What a cool question. What does God think of you? Okay. Let's find out. What a cool question. What does God think of you? All right. All right. Here we go. What does God think of you? This is for Sandra. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Oh my God, I love it. Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So what does God think of you? That it's time for you to step into your magic, for you to know just how special you actually are, and to self-actualize. This is what God thinks of you, that you're beautiful, you have this inner beauty, this energy inside you, and it's time for you to self-actualize. Be bold, courageous, and charming, and step into that energy and start creating the life that you want. Whether it's going to be in connection, so relationships, so that's going to be with friends, family, with romantic relationships, getting a pet, having a child. This is going to be in business. This is going to be in finances, health, location, relocation, travel. It's everything in the 3D, but this is you living your best life. This is what God thinks of you, to step into your magic and start living your best life. You're part of the family. This is the Ten of Pentacles. This is literally you being part of the family, coming into the fold. It's beautiful. You are part of God. This is everything that you strive for. This is literally you. It's like coming home. Is this feeling, knowing that you belong, knowing that you are God, that you're part of God, that it's all God, right? This is a very interesting energy. This is you knowing that internally. This is inside of a tree. It's you knowing internally. This is what God thinks of you, that it's in you. This is the theme. It is literally in you. The magic is in you. The energy is in you. The enlightenment is in you. God is in you. This is what God thinks of you. It's beautiful energy. We also have the Three of Swords. This is the card of loss. This is the card of betraying your conscience. So at times you might do things that you regret, and you might do it in a moment of weakness. This is a time of forgiving yourself. God wants you to forgive yourself in certain instances that are like that. This could be something that happened as a child. That's a memory that comes up and plagues you, or something that you did yesterday. It doesn't matter the time. This is potentially betraying your own conscience, but it's usually in a moment of weakness. It's making a decision in something that you might not normally do. This is a card that's allowing for healing to take place. You're healing and forgiving that aspect of self for something that happened. So that is the energy. That is what God thinks of you. I would love to see your answer for that. I love that. This question about God reminds me of that song, What is God? What if God was one of us? I love it. I always thought that about myself. Well, it's coming through in the cards for sure. It's really about you self-actualizing and stepping into your magic, knowing you're special, your inner beauty, and that you self-actualize, become the best version you can of you. It's beautiful, but I love this. It's coming back to home, to the family, to God. You are God, and God is you. It's beautiful energy, and this is it. It's that wonderful energy. But again, there's also some healing that takes place. It's beautiful. It's kind of like saying, come on back to the fold. Even if you've strayed for a while, come on back. It's a beautiful energy. Thank you for your question. I love it. Very cool. All right. So now I'm going to pull a name from the member bowl. And I hope you like this bowl. This is my star bowl. It's a selenite bowl. So it's got some beautiful energy, very healing, very positive, high vibe. Aw, I love that. Thank you, Hummingbird Life. That's beautiful. All right, so I'm just going to do this, and I'm just going to grab a name. And this is going to be Secret Charla, a new member tonight. So you get to ask a question and I'm going to go ahead and answer it. So think of a question that you'd like to ask me and I'm going to answer it in real time. All right, congratulations. So just to show everybody, let me see if you can get it in focus. Secret Charla 1. Sorry, I have bad handwriting. I was trying to write super fast because I had names to come in. All right, there we go. Yay, I know. How exciting. Very cool. Thank you, Sherry. I do too. I love it. I want to get a bunch of them, but I have to be good. All right. So while you're going to submit your question, I'm going to go on to another question, okay? All right. So we're waiting for you, Secret Charla. Okay. So next question. Again, final call for questions. I'm going to check PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe in just a second. Okay, so this is going to be from Dylan, and Dylan writes, I see your question now. I'm going to go ahead and answer that. Let me get Dylan first. So, hi, Alison. Will I find love this year? Thanks, Dylan from Washington. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Will Dylan find love this year? And I'm going to switch to my love deck for you, Dylan. Okay. Will Dylan find love this year? Dylan from Washington. Okay. All right. I would have answered your question right away. I didn't know you were going to have it that quick. So next time. It's a learning curve. Here we go. All right. This is for Dylan from Washington. Will he find love this year? 8 of Wands, King of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. Oh my God, you absolutely will, Dylan. We've got the 8 of Wands, the King of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. That's all love energy, and it's coming in fast. These are gifts and blessings from the omens. These are gifts and blessings and omens coming in. They're coming in really fast. It's a swift moving energy. King of Cups, this is you. You are the king of love. You are tapped into knowing what it is that you want and attracting a lot of love and abundance. I think you're going to be like fighting women off. I think a lot of women are coming at you. I feel like, okay, so I'm just going to say it. I think you're a really good looking man on the outside, but you're also beautiful on the inside. You have that whole package thing going on. This is telling me that you are very comfortable in your own skin. I think you're a macho guy and you're comfortable being there. And you know what? Women are coming at you for that. They are looking for a strong man and you're standing in it. You're comfortable being yourself. You're comfortable in your emotions. You're comfortable with who you are, and that is incredibly attractive. And you have these people, and I really think that this is the women coming at you for that. Will you find love? Yes. You're going to have to use your discernment because I think you're going to have good and bad women coming at you. You need to know who is the right person for you, because you're going to have a lot of people loving life with you. This is the card of celebration, friendship. This is that beautiful camaraderie that takes place in a type of celebration. They're celebrating a harvest. You're going to be celebrating people coming at you and having successful relationships. I say plural because I see you dating several people to find out who's the right one for you. I don't see you getting locked in like the first person that comes your way, because you have so much to offer in a relationship that it's not taking the first woman that comes along. You're not desperate. That's for sure. You have a lot to offer. It's about you using your discernment and not getting fooled by someone that wants you so bad and that they just want to get what you have. This is you finding your equal or better kind of energy. You're attracting it because you're so comfortable in yourself. This is you trusting your intuition, trusting your connection to source. I think you're very spiritual. This is allowing you to really, you're really like stepping into your own. I do feel like you're going to be fighting them off. I'm not going to kid you on that. The energy is definitely there, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You going through this dating process. I think it's going to be very enjoyable. I don't see a negative energy coming out of this at all. It's all high vibing and positive. I think you have a lot of women that were interested. It's up to you and to how you want to go and approach that, because you are the King of Cups. The King of Love. You've explored your emotions to a very deep level and you're comfortable in yourself. You are not about drama. Again, you're very comfortable with yourself. Yes, you will be finding love this year, and it will not be a problem. You're going to be fighting them off. Thank you for your question, Dylan. Okay, now I'm going to come back over to Secret Charla, and she writes, what do you see for me doing spiritual work in future? Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. So is this you wanting a career in it, or is this you wanting, I mean, we're going to see what the cards have to say. I'm just curious. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. So just a reminder that there is a minimum. So I just want to let everybody know that, especially if you're joining us late. It is a $20 minimum for PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and it is a $30 minimum for SuperChats because YouTube takes 40%. Okay, so, all right, Charla, this one wanted to come out for you. The Hermit, talk about spiritual stuff. Okay, Virgo energy, Virgo season. All right, here we go. I'm just going to tell you, you know I'm a Virgo. I've got my little cat right there. All right, let's get 2 more cards for you. We have the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. Do I see you doing spiritual work? Let me see. Let me go back to the question. What do you see for me doing spiritual work in the future? So we have the Hermit, the 6 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. So this is you. I just want to say, so this is you working alone. So I feel, if we're talking about spiritual stuff, excuse my nose, this is you going within for answers because it's the Hermit. It's like going out in the desert for 40 years and then coming back with enlightenment. It's that kind of energy. This is really the Hermit, right? You're going alone. You're going within. This is you asking all those questions. Again, I am always going to say this, having dark nights of the soul, because that's part of the Hermit energy. You're exploring things to a very deep level, good and bad, things where you're putting yourself out there. This is you really going within for that type of enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment. So this is you going deep. If you want a career in that, if you want to just do it for yourself, this is you really diving deep. Maybe doing a lot of reading, maybe going to different groups and seeing who's authentic and who's not, because let's face it, there are a lot of frauds out there. So this is you finding your tribe, finding people that you really resonate with and what really feels truthful and honest to you. I'm going to say it, there are a lot of frauds out there, and especially in the New Age community. Some of them are just flat out nuts. So it's about you really finding people that you feel are authentic and that resonate with you and that are balanced and stable. Like, look at people that are schooled in philosophy or going back to religious studies. I mean, like going way back and looking at different cultures, world religions, looking at all that information and maybe taking that in and then choosing who it is that you want to study under or what kind of career you want to go into, whether it's going to be a spiritual practice, let's say Reiki, Qigong, what is it that you want to do? Maybe you want to be a psychic. Maybe you have psychic abilities and it's a matter of strengthening that muscle and then utilizing that. And everyone's different. So it's kind of like knowing what you're bringing to the table, and then you're going to be getting spiritual upgrades as you're on your journey. So it's definitely on the table for you. Then we have the 6 of Cups. Follow what it is that you love. Whatever area of spirituality you want to go into, make sure you really love it from your heart and it resonates with you. Like it makes you feel like a child again. You get excited by it and it's fun, because it should always be fun. It shouldn't be miserable. You shouldn't be a martyr. You should be out there enjoying it and embracing it. So that is something that's coming in. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is you having laser focus. When you decide to focus on something, really look at all the details. Take it all in, because you don't want to miss something in the sense of you don't want to fall for dogma. You don't want to just kind of go with the crowd. You want to pay attention to the details and have that kind of focus so that you can decide for yourself using your discernment to see what resonates, what doesn't, what is lining up and what is not. right? It's you really feeling into it. But this is also in the 3D, which is telling me, while this card is about independence and self-reliance, this is telling me that the work that you're doing around you, that's what you're tapping into. Does that feel sound and stable? And if it does, then that becomes a pentacle that you're putting in your foundation of growth towards a spiritual work in the future, let's say, because that's your wording. Excuse me. So again, let's say you wanted to be a yoga instructor. Well, this is you studying different types of yoga, and maybe you even incorporate qigong in there, because maybe you want to look at a different modality so you know the difference between the yoga. And then what type of yoga? Or do you want to look at Iyengar yoga? What kind of yoga? So maybe then you start looking at the different types of yoga. That way you can see you're adding to your tool belt. You have that depth of knowledge that's also increasing this spiritual awareness enhancement, and to be able to work in that. So when someone comes to you and they ask you a question, you can answer it. And you can usually answer it in that example by personal experience. Even if you're not an expert in each type of yoga, you've at least tried it to see what your take on it was. It's that kind of information. That's what's coming through in the cards for you. Thank you for that. All right. Very cool. Member question answered. All right. I just want to thank everybody for being here on Labor Day weekend. Very cool. I know you guys could be anywhere and you're here watching. Thank you. All right. So we have a question from Kirby. Let me see. Is this the last question? I think this is the last question. I'm going to check PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe one more time. Okay. Are we doing on time? That's amazing. Okay. So this is from Kirby. And they write, "Hi, Alison. I love and appreciate your skills. Thank you very much. Flattery gets you everywhere." I keep forgetting to say that. I lost my dog. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I lost my dog, my best friend, last year. Does he have a message for me? Thanks, Kirby. Okay, Kirby, let's take a look at that. Let me go ahead and see. You got the Hermit a lot. Your moon is in Virgo. Very nice. Very nice. Well, it's definitely there. If you want it, it's a matter of you going for it and just putting the work in. All right, this one is for Kirby. All right, does your dog have a message for you? Actually, you know what? Let me switch decks for that one. I want to see. Hold on. I want to grab this one for that. All right. Does your dog have a message for you? We have the Five of Swords. We have the Star card and the Devil energy. Okay, Five of Swords, the Star, and we have the Devil energy. So your dog has a message for you that he's seeing the way that there's something going on with you right now. This is the message that's coming through. He's seeing the words that are being chosen, and I think it's how you're describing yourself is kind of what's coming in. I think you're beating yourself up over something right now. I think that you are really lamenting. I think you're lamenting your dog, and I think you put him to sleep. I think is the energy that's coming off of this, and you have a lot of guilt over that. These are the words that you're using for yourself. So your dog is telling you to not use those words, to not hurt yourself over what happened. Your dog wants you to heal. This is the Star card. This is hope, faith. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. This is hope, faith, healing, and renewal. And so your dog is coming down with this message from above telling you to heal yourself, to not keep beating yourself up, to let it go, to free yourself of that. Okay, this is your dog was in, I really think you put your dog to sleep. I feel like your dog was in a bad place with physical health, and you had to put him to sleep. You made the tough choice. And your dog is wanting you to let that go and just come to terms with it and be okay with it. This is for you to release that pain. It's a deep pain. I can feel it. It's for you to release that pain and to get on with your life. The devil energy is part of what I am feeling. This is something that plagued your dog. This could be cancer. This could be an autoimmune disease for the dog, old age. This can be a lot of things, but you made that decision to put your dog to sleep, and your dog wants you to let it go, to heal yourself, and to not be beating yourself up over it. It was something that came, and I feel like it was some type of an illness for the dog. Not necessarily old age. I was kind of thinking that might be an option, but now it's like a darkness. So I just feel like it was some type of a disease that came in, some type of an illness, and it made the dog very, very sick. The dog does not think you made the wrong decision. So the dog, your pet, wants you to heal from this. So I hope that that makes sense. But it's just about, yeah, you are really hurting yourself over this. This is a strong energy. It's swords. It's not wands. So this is about you really looking at the language that you're using to describe yourself, to describe the scene. And I feel like because you're replaying it over and over in your mind, that those words are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And now it's time for you just to do that type of release and start healing yourself. And honestly, if you do need to seek out professional help for that, for a counselor, there is no shame in that. If that's what you need to go for a session or two, I would absolutely recommend that to help you get those coping skills and the grieving skills to be able to move through this, because it is your best friend. It's family. It's like having a child and you've lost your child. And if you're having that kind of guilt in the words that are coming up, you might want to consider that, because your baby just wants you to heal and feel this type of love coming in from your dog. Oh my God, how beautiful. That's what your dog wants to tell you. It was an illness. Kirby, I hope that helps. Thank you for your question. All right. So I am going to go ahead. Oh, my nose. Sorry, I have cat hair tonight. Okay, so let me go ahead and check one last time. If any questions come in after this, they will not be answered because we already did final call. Just a FYI. I won't carry them over for the next show. Okay. Just waiting for it to populate. Hold on. All right, let me just refresh one more time. All right, so that's going to be it for tonight's show. All right, so you know what that means. It's time for me to read for the collective. So this is going to be for everybody watching live in the replay or whenever this video finds you. All right, so I'm going to take a moment. I haven't even plugged the channel tonight, so I'm just going to take a moment to say that if you're having a good time tonight, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment after the video posts, or I guess you can do it live. Leave it not just in the chat, but on the video outside of that. That would be wonderful, especially if you're a member. Help me out. That would be fantastic. And don't forget, if you are a member, vote in the poll. I'm going to post the poll either tonight or tomorrow, so look for that, and that will be part of next week's video that I'm going to make. So vote by, I think I put it on there as Sunday, because I'll make the video either Sunday night or Monday. So definitely vote. Don't forget to do that. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to see when I go live next time. And you can visit my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can sign up for the free newsletter, book a personal reading, sign up for a missing person consultation, Go to the Learning Center. The manifestation class begins September 2nd. That is next Tuesday, right after Labor Day weekend. So if you're interested in that, definitely go ahead and sign up. 4-week Tarot Masterclass is going to be coming the end of September. I normally teach it live in March and in October, but we're all in different time zones, different schedules. I've been asked to upload one, so I'm filming now. That will be coming out, let's say, the end of September. A lot is going on, so the date keeps getting pushed back a little bit, so look for that. Private lessons, tarot, raising your vibration and manifestation, if that's something you need help with. I have had a lot of people that just need one session for manifestation. Maybe they're already on their journey and they just need a few minor tweaks. So that's something that's been coming in. I also have a section called Alison's Picks, which is Dr. Amir Karim Skincare, Omnilux Red Light Therapy Mask, Rogers Hood Apothecary, and Skin Like Butter. Definitely check it out. It's a great way to support the channel, and they're all excellent products. And what else to tell you? I think that's it. So let me go ahead and start doing the collective. All right. So I have cleansed, shuffled, and I've meditated. And I always ask for the strongest energy to come through in the cards because I am, at the end of the day, after your best and highest good. So let's see what the universe wants to tell everybody today. All right. What does the universe want to tell everybody today? We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Hermit. Oh my God, the Hermit just keeps showing up. Virgo energy, the Hermit. Oh my God, it's everywhere. Virgo season, okay? So we have the Four of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Hermit. That's amazing. So this is talking about holding on to something too tight. This is you looking at, maybe you're holding on to your finances, maybe you're holding on to your heart too tight and you don't want to share, you don't want to open up and make yourself vulnerable. This is you looking at something that might need to be shifted, because when you're holding on to something so tight, it's creating a blockage. So sometimes we hold on to things tight because we think that that's what we want, or maybe it's a type of protective mechanism. This is you looking at that. What is a blockage right now that's preventing change in your life? Taking a look at that. And that's something in the 3D, because we're looking at pentacles. Is there a relationship that you're holding on to that maybe it's not meant for you, whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship, a family member, somebody that, you know, maybe they're an energy vampire and you're kind of holding on to them even though they're sucking you dry. And maybe it's a reevaluation of that to see what is going on. Maybe that's why you're holding on and you're blocking something, because you know energetically that they are sucking you dry. This could also be that where, you know, if you're vulnerable with love, maybe you're putting up a blockage. I always do this because the traditional card, where is my deck? The traditional card is him holding the pentacle above the heart. And to me, that is always going to be having a blockage of the heart. And you want to definitely tap into that. Let me see if I can find that. I hope it's not going to be the last card in this deck. Let me see. All right. I know it's going to be coming. Where is it? All right, almost there. If it's the last card, that would, okay. All right, I don't know where it is. I can't find it right now. It's somewhere in here. I must have gone right by it. All right, we'll come back to that because we're alive. Okay, so it's traditionally where he's holding the pentacle and he's standing on two and there's one above his head. So that pentacle is right here. What you want to do is you want to flex it. You want to move it. You want to go with the flow. When you lock in on that, you are blocking change and you're blocking abundance and prosperity because it's repelling off you. It comes up to you, you're rigid, and it just bounces off and it goes somewhere else. So look at something that you're holding on to tightly that might not be there for you. Then we're looking at this High Priestess energy. This is you going within. It's you going within in a very low-key kind of way. By low-key, I mean you're just kind of there. So this would be where you're in a meditation and you just kind of open up. Whereas the magician is making that conscious will to power. That's that conscious intention and focus. This is you just being receptive. It's a very passive energy. So you're doing that passively in meditation. You're opening yourself up. You're trusting your intuition. You're connecting to source, and you're listening to these beautiful things that are coming in. I think this is where a lot of messages and divine downloads are coming in. Maybe even some spiritual upgrades for some of you. This is allowing you to tap into that high priestess energy, to be in that beautiful position of neutrality, and you are attracting a lot of energy and information that's coming in, spiritual information. So this is going to be one of those moments where, you know, maybe you're deepening your connection to source, and this is allowing you to open up to more information that is coming in. I'm just seeing downloads coming in, downloads. I just want to show you. So a lot of information, you see the books back there, a lot of divination tools. This is allowing that to just come right into you. You are open to receive, and you are full of potential. This potential, when these things come into you, is for you to be able to self-actualize. Follow your heart, follow your intuition into what it is that you want to do. And then we have the Hermit. The Hermit is Virgo energy, and we are in Virgo season. This could be for a lot of people going within, looking for answers, figuring things out. What is it that you want to do? Not what other people want you to do, not what society wants you to do. What is it that you want to do with your life? Who are you? Maybe you're even asking existential questions like that. Who am I right here, right now? What truly makes me happy? Do I like the path that I'm on? Is there anything I can change? How are my finances? How's my health? And especially the health, because that is Virgo energy. How is your self-love and self-care? Are you telling yourself on a daily basis, I am worthy and deserving of love? I am love. That's the kind of energy you need with this Virgo energy, because it's looking at your health. You're looking at your spiritual health, your emotional health, your mental health, your physical health, your health as in socially, what is it, and your spiritual health. What are you looking at? This is you spending that time going within, because that information that just cut, the information is invaluable, and it changes over time as we grow. We go through this ebb and flow of life. And this is you really getting that clear in your head. And then you take your light, the Virgo light represented by the fire, and you shine your enlightenment out into the world. And this is a huge benefit for you and the people that are around you that love you. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. That's the Four of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Hermit. That's what the universe wants to tell everybody tonight. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you for tonight. Thank you so much for being here, especially during Labor Day weekend here in the United States. We really appreciate your love and support, and I will see you next time. I go live. Welcome new members, and I go live next time on Tuesday, so hit the notification bell. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.